takes us into Dallas, another perennial Thanksgiving host. They're hosting the Kansas City Chiefs in a must-win game for both teams because Dallas actually is starting to sniff playoffs, which we never thought was going to happen earlier when they're taking so many losses. But that trade seems to invigorated them. Kansas City, 3-point favorites. They're 6-5, heading into a Dallas team who's 5-1. 52 points is the over/under. Vegas is anticipating bad D across both of these. And we talked about the struggles that Kansas City had. They're favored in this one, but is this a disrespect to Dallas and Dallas at home for a turkey bowl?
I mean, it's not really because Kansas City under the biggest lights always seems to show up, regardless of the situation. I didn't love their win last week. I think if they would have came out and had a kind of a dominating, commanding win against the Colts. The fact that they had to basically crawl and scratch their way back and have to wait for an offense like the Colts to make so many mistakes, 3-and-outs. I don't think Dallas makes those mistakes, those 3-and-out. I think they can move it with Pickens and Lamb, and they have the weapons. And I think the Chiefs, when they're getting to get games where they have to kind of shoot it out, it's the fact that they can't run it 30 times with Kareem Hunt this time. I think that's a terrible way to play football, especially. And I'm going to take the Cowboys to win. I'm going to go with a little upset special. I just think they can kind of sling it with the best of them. And I think the Chiefs kind of let teams stick around. They don't really have that kind of knockout punch that they had over the last couple of years. They're really struggling with their receivers. Xavier Worthy's been really quiet. Even Andy Reid's calling him out. So this once great receiver core, like kind of Buffalo, is really Rashee Rice dependent right now. And if they can kind of just stop him, we've seen Mahomes have bad games over and over again. He started out the season really, really strong. In the last couple of games, he's been mediocre at best. So I'm going to go with the Chiefs, the Cowboys to win.
I got the Chiefs to win, but Dallas to cover. I think it's going to be a close game. I've got it 28-26 for Kansas City to win, but I think Dallas, to your point, is going to be feisty. This is at home. This is Turkey. This is Jerry Jones yelling at people. Kansas City has had up and down. But I just think they're the better team in this. We're going to be a little bit more prepared. They're going to have some preparation for Dak, but you can't really slow down. I mean, Pickens seems to be a bit injured. Hopefully, and CD says he'll be back too. So I don't know. But I'd like Dallas to cover this one. I still think Kansas City will win because the refs will probably be on their side since they're not going to be at the Philly game. So I got a 28-26. Chiefs win, but Dallas covers.